If you're subscribed, you might have seen the time I did this with a circle, and drawing a circle for 10 hours sounds kind of insane, but why not make it more basic and go for a line? So I'm going to draw a line starting at 1 second and climbing my way to 10 hours. What could I possibly do in 1 second? Let's see. That. That's a lovely little line. 10 seconds starting now. Okay, that's a somehow more detailed line. Not sure how I'm going to draw a line for 1 minute, but here we go. Lower the opacity and draw more lines, strat. Okay, 1 minute line. I guess that's okay. I mean, it looks more complicated, so there, that's a win. Here's where it gets tricky, but I'll manage. Go. I don't like that. I am going for the big diagonal, just to mix things up. 3 minutes left. I could... Alright, that's 10 minutes. I mean, it looks kinda cool, I guess. For this 1 hour drawing of a line, I've taken a leaf out of my previous self's book and gone with a space theme. Yes, very unoriginal, but we've got basically a bunch of splatters that I'm starting off with, trying to make it look like space, which is kind of what I did last time, but I think we're going to have a slightly different look. The main idea of this is the line is going to be a sort of rift in space, so it's pretty much going to be a lightning-looking crack in the sky. And eventually I add some stars and then a little planet in the foreground. I think it ends up looking pretty nice. I could have done more with it, but you live and you learn. Right, well now it's time to spend 10 hours drawing a line. Now I should say, I wasn't sitting there for 10 hours straight just drawing. It was done over multiple sessions, but it was 10 hours worth. So what I've gone with is kind of a beach scene with some, there'll be some islands in the background and a bunch of other stuff, but there's the saying that goes, drawing a line in the sand, which is something about setting boundaries. But this is literal, so I'm going to draw a line in the sand. So that's the line element of the drawing, but you'll eventually see a few more objects come into play because, you know. So a lot of this was spent kinda messing around and not knowing what to do, but that's pretty common with art. Anyway, I'm gonna shut my mouth and leave you with a time-lapse of the rest of the drawing, so enjoy. Well, there it is. I would say I am pretty pleased with that. Yeah, well, I hope you've had a good time, and if you haven't, make sure to tell me all about it below. I'll enjoy reading it immensely. Goodbye and good night.